गोवा RTI फोरमची खऱ्या अर्थान बुनियाद घातली अशे स्वर्गीय सन्माननीय सतीशजी सोनक हांका समर्पित आसा। आयज ते आमच्या भितर ना ही सगळ्यात मोठी दुःखाची गजाल आसा। हांव सगळ्यांक विनंती करता की सगळ्यांनी 1 मिनिट उबे राहून तांकां सर्वप्रथम श्रद्धांजली वावची। सगळ्यांनी बसपाक हरकत ना। स्वर्गीय सतीश सोनक म्हणजे एक गोंयांतली एक क्रांतिकारी मशाल आशिल्ली। कमी उलोवप पण काम अधिक। तांच्या भितरलो सगळ्यात घेण्यासारको गुण म्हणजेच त्यांच्या मदीं आशिल्ली निस्वार्थी वृत्ती। स्वामी विवेकानंद म्हणतात, निस्वार्थता यश देते। जेवढी माणसाजवळ निस्वार्थता अधिक असते तेवढं माणसाचं यश अधिक असतं असे विवेकानंद नेहमी सांगतात। आणि याच उक्तीप्रमाणे सतीश सोनक जगले। आज दिसून येतले तुमका की त्यांच्या मृत्यूनंतर केदी व्हडली पोकळी गोंयांत निर्माण झाली ते आमकां जाणून येता। गोवा RTI फोरमच्या माध्यमांतल्यान एकूण 3 म्हायती अधिकार संमेलनां जाली। पहिले मडकय, दुसरे शिवोले, तिसरे आमच्या वाळपय धारकण हांगासर आणि आयज हे चौथे जावपाक काहीसो विलंब लागलो खरो। त्याबद्दल हांव तुमची सगळ्यांची दिलगिरी व्यक्त करता।
The Act emanates from all the Indian Constitution guaranteed itself. The two basic requirements are crucial for the smooth access to any right guaranteed to the citizen under the Constitution. The first is a high level of consciousness among the citizens about their rights, and the other is the will or commitment of the public authority to do everything in its power to facilitate the exercise of the right by the citizens. American judge and judicial philosopher Learned Hand's famous statement on liberty applies to all the rights of citizens, including the one on the subject of today's convention, namely the Right to Information Act. Justice Learned Hand said, I quote, "Liberty lies in the heart of men and women. When it dies, there is no constitution, no law, no court can save it. When it lies, there it needs no constitution, no law, no court to save it. Therefore, the immediate action necessary therefore is to ensure that the right to information does not become a state tool. The government, the voluntary organizations, the NGOs, and the medias have to cooperate heartily in launching a nationwide campaign for stimulating the consciousness among the people. Clearly, with such knowledge, great power shall be placed in the citizens' hands. However, with the great power comes great responsibility, and the citizen must use this legislation with caution and is expected to use these beneficial provisions for the betterment of society and the nation at large. As with the government, the citizen of a country needs to be responsible and conduct themselves with dignity. The RTI Act should not be seen as imposition. This act helps the government serve the citizens better. Therefore, the RTI Act should be seen as just another step in the process of bettering the administration. If the Right to Information Act is to become a reality for ordinary citizens, there has to be a radical change in the mindset and the attitude of the people in bureaucracy on the need for unlocking information. The doctrine that everything about the government has to be secret unless there are strong reasons for releasing it has to be replaced by the doctrine that all information should be made available to people unless there are strong reasons for denying it. It is also equally responsibility of the information seeker to file applications seeking clear and specific information so that the PIOs has no opportunity to delay or deny the information on the ground of ambiguity. Now to conclude, let me share some of the experiences or instances rather came before the Goa State Information Commission. From some of the cases before us, it is observed by Commission that the public authorities are not serious in systematically preserving the information. In one of my cases, it was found that records were dumped in the pump house. In some of the cases, it is also reported by the PIOs that during the shifting of the office from one premises to other premises, the records are misplaced and not traceable. Commission also came across a case where the information was sought from the head office and the files were stored at other place far away from the head office. It is also reported by the PIOs in some of the cases that the documents are in mutilated conditions and hence needs to be preserved by adopting modern techniques like microfilming, etc. One of the crucial cases came across by this commission is one of the public authority, instead of issuing written orders to the subordinates, are found to give the oral commands, and when someone seeks to set information, it is unavailable. This attitude of public authorities obstructs in bringing transparency in the affairs of the public authorities. There is also no adequate system in place for proper documentation and maintenance of records. And for that, for safekeeping of records, there is a need to appoint record officer who will be responsible for maintaining the records and preserving the records. Now we also came across the grievances of public information officers. Their main grievance was that they were holding 3-4 charges simultaneously. As such, therefore they were not enabled to discharge their duties under RTI Act with utmost care and sincerity. The Commission also finds the above grievance of PIOs to be a genuine one, as the same are supported by the documentary evidence. The same needs to be addressed to the government so that only a PIO is posted at one particular place and the hardship caused to the information seeker in pursuing the applications could be avoided.
I remember in 2013, on the floor of the Goa Legislative Assembly, our Chief Minister had made a very promising and bold statement, and I was very happy about it. This is what the Chief Minister said on the floor of the House in 2013, that in 2 months, all file notings, everything would be put online, nobody would have to ask anything under the Right to Information Act. This is in 2013, today we are in 2018. We cannot question the Chief Minister because he is also not around. Over the years, one sees that public information officers and the assistant public information officers should have been trained how to deal with RTI applications. But you watch minutely, the first job the public information officer does is to find an excuse how to dodge your RTI application. The moment he sees your application, the first thing that comes to his mind, and comes to his mind very wrongly, that he has 30 days to furnish the information. This is very wrong, because Section 7 of the RTI Act very clearly mandates that the information should be furnished as expeditiously as possible. These are the words used in the Act, but not more than 30 days. So that 30 days window time is if information has to be got from other sections and it is bulky information. But go to any PIO, the moment you give him an application, he has that presumption that he can keep you waiting for 30 days. This is what the State Information Commission would have to clearly tell the PIOs, that this is not acceptable. If the information is there, you need to provide the information forthwith. Section 26 of the Act also mandates that government should have programs to enhance RTI literacy. And this is what the government has not been doing enough. So the State Information Commission would have to be behind the government, would have to work in conjunction with the government to make sure that the message of RTI goes to the nook and corner of Goa. More needs to be done. The government may be doing some lip service, but some sincere, dedicated work across Goa, because Goa is a very small state. Now, one problem I find in the implementation of the RTI Act is the manner in which the Central Information Commissioners and the State Information Commissioners are appointed. Maybe there would have to be some amendment to this, because we cannot leave the appointment of Central Information Commissioners and State Information Commissioners in the hands of the politicians. So maybe one alternative would be to give this task of properly selecting and appointing the right persons as Central Information Commissioners and State Information Commissioners, possibly to the high courts of the states, because we cannot entrust this appointments with politicians. And this is what I get after interacting with my RTI friends across the country. This is not the problem we have faced only in Goa. This is the problem across the country. So this has to be tackled, and maybe Parliament would have to find some way to amend the Act so that there is a different procedure in appointing the State Information Commissioners.
And make the citizens informed citizens. And what is the purpose of this RTI Act? It is also to make citizens well informed, so their decisions are informed decisions. When you get information as a right from government and that is disseminated to people, they become aware and informed. So to that extent, if media and RTI activists come on the same page, it is a big empowering weapon for the citizens, for the people. As far as Goa is concerned, let me tell you that Goa was one of the early states which passed its own acts. In 1997, Goa passed RTI Act. But having said that, let me tell you that there is a history to this Act, and that is how media was involved. In the entire country, this was the only instance where media was very much involved in getting a good act passed in Goa. What happened is, then government, which was led by Mr. Pratap Singh Rane, suddenly said that we want to give right of information to people. People should get information.
We are in the 21st century of information technology. But I do not know how many government departments have got websites. In states like Bihar, I'm sure now that there will be many more states who have gone by that model. In states like Bihar, and I say Bihar because they're large states. They are states which are hundreds of kilometers of length and breadth. There, the governments have been quite successful. You see, whichever government started it, departments, they have been successful. They have tried and somehow put it in motion of using IT for the purpose of RTI. Here in Goa, we talk of e-governance, we talk of so many things, paperless and so many things. Have we been able to bring in IT with RTI Act and make dissemination of information easier? Have we done that? Or rather, why are we not doing it? You see, a person can simply make a request on an email. A person can simply make a request if the concerned department puts up an app or puts up a portal. So many things can be done. But is our government doing it? And if our government is not doing it, why is it not doing it? So there has to be concerted efforts by all of us to ensure that we put pressure on the government to effectively implement the RTI Act. You see, RTI Act, if anybody asks me, is one of the most revolutionary legislations of the 21st century which has empowered the citizen. You see, we have come about from a transition with the evolution of our democracy from the Official Secrets Act now to the Right to Information Act. Things are changing. So, therefore, 2-3 things that I have spoken, I guess I wanted to shed some light only on these aspects because issues as far as RTI is concerned, implementation of RTI, known to all of us. I don't think we are unaware about the contents of the Act. We are not unaware about the trends. I'm told Mr. Shetty is going to speak on judgments. He's a man who creates a lot of petitions and gets good judgments. So he'll be able to speak on that also. But 2-3 things that I wish to tell you so that you can keep in mind is what I have mentioned before you. While I conclude, I only want to say we should all make concerted efforts to push the government to integrate the technology, IT, with RTI Act. You see, if you do this, dissemination of information will be easier, making applications will be easier. Why is government not putting up portals? Why government is not putting up apps? You see, we are talking of smart city. You see, now they have made traffic apps. Traffic apps in the sense anybody violates, somebody clicks a picture and it is sent to traffic. You get a challan. That's one part of the story. Government feels, police feels that this is a way of involving citizenry. But why are you not creating apps to empower people to seek information?